you're going to create a new PowerPoint, and I'm going to start with a theme. So just know that if you don't choose the exact same theme as me, it might look a little different on your screen, but like the buttons and everything else will be the same. So I'm going to go up here to, I'm going to choose badge and hit create. And even though badge is yellow, and I mean, this is kind of part of Silver Dollar City color, so I might play with that later. You're going to want to change your theme design just over here to kind of relate more to your park's like theme colors. So I could always go here and choose one of these as well. And I know that the picture I'm going to choose has Silver Dollar City in it, so I'm good. But down here where it says click to add subtitle, I'm going to go ahead and put my name. All right, so let's go ahead and save this to our OneDrive first. So go to File, Save As. And you always want to kind of just, I'm going to do SDC for Silver Dollar City, and then just put my initials. So I know which one this is here, and then I'm going to find my computers folder. Click on that folder. Make sure you don't click on any files over here. So I'm going to click on that and then hit save. All right, so now up here it's marked there, and just remember when you're done with class or when you're done working on this each and every time, you want to hit save and then X out. PowerPoint has a real habit of freezing up if it's open too long. So always save and X out of the file. That way all of your changes will always be there. All right, so we want to put, so it says here for your PowerPoint that you are to create a persuasive PowerPoint presentation over a roller coaster or amusement park, no water parks. You're going to use the 7x7 rule. I'm going to go over that. You can use the Disney parks, but I've realized that kids that do use Disney parks have to do a lot more digging for their information, but you can still use them. You're going to need to come up with a persuasive statement for your first slide that will drive the rest of your presentation. So again, I've kind of had some things like looking for a place to vacation, one where the whole family can enjoy. Do you love fast, thrilling rides? Well, then blank. So you're just going to come up with something. So again, if you're a thrill seeker and you want to just feature thrill-seeking rides, then you would put your persuasive point to that. So I'm going to come up with a picture of the train in Silver Dollar City and then kind of draft my notes about that. So you can pause that while you kind of search for the park that you want to use and your picture. Okay, once you've found the picture that you want to have Google open large enough to where you can see things, but also small enough to where you see a little bit of your desktop. This is the easiest way to do it, I think. So, you're gonna click on that picture over here and drag it. Can you not do that anymore? Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, you go. And you just drag it onto your desktop. Just note, so this picture is not usable. Do you see how it says web page after it? So I'm gonna have to throw both of those in my trash can there. I'm going to go down here and see if there's another picture of the train that's going to be in a photo form. Yay, that one works. So that says .jpeg. You should be able to as well, if you want to, you can, if you're working on your MacBook, you can 2-finger click and choose copy image as well, and that should work in your PowerPoint as well. All right, so we want to make the background here our picture. So I don't want to put it in and then just send it to the back. I want to actually format my background. So again, I'm still in design, and I'm going to go over here to format background. So my fill options are over here, and I'm going to say that it's a picture. Now, if I copied and pasted it, when I hit clipboard, it should go to my background. If you only did it to your desktop, then you would just click Insert, Desktop, and there it is. Okay, so sometimes, again, guys, make sure that you put that big picture on there. And sometimes they come in and see how my background graphics are still covering it. So I'm going to click on Hide Background Graphics so I can see that pretty easily. Now, and then where it says click to add title, I'm going to delete that. Now, this to me is not the greatest of pictures. Silver Dollar City is kind of hard to read, but it might be okay. And then my By Mrs. Cruz is definitely really hard to read, so I'm going to triple click that. Find a different font color that will show up. Maybe put it down here. Again, I might swap this out for a better picture later, but I'm going to go with this for now. You can also adjust it. So like if it comes in and it doesn't look very good, it's too stretched. So right now it's offset on the top. So I'm going to make that 0. So they've like stretched it out to fill it. And then same thing on the bottom. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. So if it's really stretched out, just check that and make sure, or choose a different picture. All right, so within my notes here, it's kind of hard to see in this view here. Down here at the bottom, you see notes down here. So you're just going to click to turn them on, click to turn them off, but they'll always be there in your file. So click turn on, and then I'm going to drag it up a little bit so I can see my notes. Also, if your font is really small, don't make your font bigger. It doesn't show up bigger on your screen. It just prints bigger. So with my cursor down there, I'm just going to so I press and hold Control, and I put my 2-finger drag towards me in my note section. If I 2-finger drag towards the screen, my text gets a little bit smaller, but if I 2-finger drag towards me, I would go ahead and type my notes. So I'm going to come up with something like all aboard. So go ahead and come up with your persuasive point there. Remember, you're not going to say, today I'm going to tell you about, or the awesome park, Silver Dollar City. So you do not have to say that, or this presentation is about. We know that. It says it right here, Silver Dollar City. So just kind of type your notes, give it a persuasive point, and then put who it's by. And then go to Transitions and add a slide transition. I'm going to choose Push Up, and I'm going to tell it to apply to all. All right, with all aboard, who is ready to board this train back in time to the rootinest, tootinest, good time family fun park, Silver Dollar City, located in Branson, Missouri, by me, Mrs. Cruz, a big fan of the park. Now that I'm done seeing my notes for at least this slide, and for my next slide, I'm going to go to Notes so that way my screen gets back and is big. And again, I've added a slide transition, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. On to slide 2.